All right, folks, well, as I was driving down this Forest Service road to get to today's adventure, I noticed this beside the road. But not only just that, something to make it doubly cool is there's another arch right here. So we got a set of twin arches out here on a Forest Service road right next to the road. I'm sure this has a name, but I don't see any signs or anything here to give it a name. Let's walk on up and have a look around. All right, here's the left-hand arch. It looks like it's maybe 10 or 11 feet tall and probably maybe 15 feet wide. It looks like it's big enough to get a horse under because there's some horse droppings right there, right at the entrance to it. Wow. Gets bigger out the backside. Yep. Somebody's done some graffiti on this one. I don't know why people can't leave stuff alone. Let's walk around this side. There's a trail and probably goes to the other arch, I'll bet. Ah, yes. There is a good view of the other arch. It's about the same height, but it's about twice as wide as the first arch. And this one might not be quite as tall. Yeah, I don't think you'd get a horse under this one. Here's what it looks like from the outside. Now, if you're coming out this way, be sure to look on your right. You could drive right by these and never see them. I was going really slow and just happened to look up because there was a wide spot in the road. Looks like we can get on top of these. Let's go up on top and have a look around. All right, here we are on top of the arch that we just walked through, the longer but lower arch. And there's the view from the top. It's early spring here in the Boone National Forest and things are just starting to come out. It's a little chilly today. I think it's only about 40. Walking across the top of one arch and over to walk across the top of the other arch. More vandalism here on the rocks. And here we are on top of the other arch. Yeah, this one's much taller. I gave a look out that way and there's our faithful little car waiting to take us the rest of the way to our destination today. So let's head on back and get to the beginning of our adventure today. Well, friends, we have made it to the beginning of our adventure for today. Today we're going to hike out to Pine Island Double Falls. It's located in the Boone National Forest between Somerset and London, Kentucky. Now, this one is not easy to find. I definitely recommend you use your all trails. It'll bring you right here. This is out on Forest Service roads. The last 6 miles you drive to this trail is going to be on roads like that. And the reason I didn't find it the first time I tried to come out here is because I wouldn't believe my GPS. Now, as you can see, there are no signs for this trail. This is a hiker-made trail, so keep an eye out for the trail. It's easy to follow, they say, and there are supposedly surveyor tape markers all the way down to take you down to the falls. All right, well, if you guys are ready to go, let's go see what's up ahead. All right, we're moving down the trail here. Now, as I mentioned up at the top, this is not an official trail. This was kind of made by hikers and people coming out here to the falls. As you can see, the trail's pretty plain, but also, too, there are little bits of surveying tape tied onto trees here and there to help you find your way. I don't think you should lose the trail too easily, but if you do, keep an eye out for those pieces of survey tape. All right, folks, we have come down the trail a ways, and we've been following this little creek. And we've already crossed it once, and looks like we've got to cross it again. You can see the trail going out the other side there, and in the distance is another one of the pieces of survey tape to keep you on the trail. All right, well, I definitely suggest if you come out here to definitely wear waterproof shoes, because this trail's been wet so far. Now, it did just rain yesterday, but I'd say this little creek runs most of the time. All right, well, that looks deeper than I thought it was, so I'm gonna have to maneuver around. I'll catch y'all down the trail. Well, the section of the trail we just came down, you can see all the surveying tape in the trees. You're basically just walking down the creek. If it wasn't for that surveying tape, you wouldn't be able to tell that you were on a path. Glad somebody marked that. There's a pretty little waterfall right there. And we're coming back out of the creek here, so that's good news. Let's keep on exploring. Well, the path has finally moved up out of the creek and we're up on the hill now. There's a piece of our surveying tape letting us know we're going in the right direction. And we're gonna head back down the hill now. All right. Well, let's keep moving. Well, we were going across the top of the hill there on the trail, and the trail's way up there, and I heard water. And I thought surely there must be a little waterfall around here. So I came down that hill right there, and lo and behold, here's this little beauty right here. That may not be the biggest waterfall we see today, but it sure is a pretty one. All right, that was worth the side trip. We better climb back up that hill and get back on the trail and find our way to the double waterfalls. Well, the trail brought us to here, and I believe we got to scramble across those rocks and down the other side. Definitely be careful in this section. This whole last part that we've done here has been a lot rougher, and this is wet, so this is liable to be slick. So I'll meet you guys on down the trail a little bit while I try to negotiate my way across these rocks. Well, there they are in the distance. That's the Pine Island Double Falls. We're going to get closer, but we have to make our way through this big rock shelter. There we go. There is an unobstructed view of Pine Island Double Falls. All I can say is wow. Now they say if you want to see these falls look this good, you need to come after a rain. In the dry season, they're not near this impressive. But today, man, they are absolutely roaring. It just rained last night. We're here in early spring, so the water flow's great. Well, I think we can get closer, and we might even be able to get up underneath those waterfalls. So let's move on up and have a closer look. Here we are behind the falls. I don't know if you guys can even hear me, but all I can say to this is wow. All right, we're going to move up out of here because we are getting real wet standing here right now. All right, friends, one last look at Pine Island Double Falls. It's about 1.5 miles out here. Again, it's not an official trail, it's hiker made, so keep an eye out for that survey tape, and sometimes you gotta really look for the trail because sometimes there's not any survey tape, but if you look, you can find the trail. I highly recommend this. I'm not sure that I would bring young children out here, but you can definitely bring older kids out here, and it is well worth the walk. Well, thanks for coming along today, everybody. I hope you enjoyed today's adventure. If you did, be sure to give us a like and a share, and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for coming along, and we'll see y'all next time.